27 minutes.
Okay.
Ew. You think that's worth 27 minutes?
I don't know. That's a lot of minutes.
Try see it go.
Oh, hey. Are you going a little stir crazy?
All right,
during
Dom. Tell us
quarantine?
which videos bang. I know you're on Jubilee all the time.
I'm not. We're casting for an upcoming series called The Leap. We want to challenge you to reconnect and reach out to
Shut up.
people we
Paolo.
That
Wait, time out. That nigga, look at that nigga's mustache, bro.
Is he a Satanist or he's a Christian?
He's a
Oh
He looks
Christian.
like someone straight out of Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
Weekend.
Right.
Satanist versus major religions. Yeah, the music, bro.
Comic sense.
He was on the major religion side.
Presbyterian pastor.
I'm a Hindu.
I'm Muslim.
That's no show.
Hi, I'm
No,
Lois.
no show?
I'm a Satanist.
What?
Okay, bro. She looks
Yo!
It's
Where are her
always the
eyebrows?
white
Wait,
people.
where are her eyebrows? Hold on.
Yo, who edited
Every
this?
time.
To be honest, when I heard
She
of Satanist,
sacrificed
my
them.
first reaction was something that
She's
is
a Muslim.
not
Where's her
aligned
hijab?
with
You're
my
fake.
core beliefs.
I think of
Okay.
Let me calm
a
down.
lot of
I'm
darkness,
gonna get
and
canceled.
evil, and lostness.
Wasps?
When I think of Abrahamic faith,
I knew he was a Satanist.
Yeah, he looks like a whole JRPG villain.
He got that demon drift.
when I think of
No, bro, this
Actual
nigga looks like a whole
JRPG villain.
Skyrim character. No, he looks straight out of Resident Evil. Like he belongs in Resident Evil 8, bro, or 7. Wait, is it 8 or 7? Not 8. It's
Even
8.
the way he stanced on that chair, man. He is
Yeah.
destroying that chair.
Bro, I can't tell if he's fat or skinny, bro. Like I'm sorry, man.
Those
Like,
pants are not. Those
Yeah,
pants are not big
They're
enough.
just too tight. He got thighs though, that's for sure.
Abrahamic faith,
it's like
Cake
it
up.
looks too big but too small at the same time.
slaughterings and burnings
They're
and
wider at the
mutilations,
ends,
all
but like
in the
they're
name of
tight on
God.
it.
To myself, I
a
don't actually
full
have
vampire.
an image or a person or a thing that I think of when I think of Satan. The Arabic word for
I
Satan is
admire the
shaitan.
mustache,
He's
though.
what's whispering in your ear in a sense of trying to lead you away from God.
That sounds like men. Well, I was about to say mental illness. You
One of the things
hear
I like
whispering.
about it personally is that they are actively fighting to make sure that every religion has a chance to have a say right now in this country.
I'm approaching this with a spirit of curiosity, love to ask questions and hear more about the perspectives of the people.
What does this nigga look like? He looks like Paul Rudd, I think, a little bit. Like there's a little bit of Paul Rudd, but there's something else, I think. I don't know.
That I'm going to be
He
talking
looks
to.
familiar.
And as for the
I can't-
major religions, I hope to
She definitely got BLM in her bio, bro. It says the hard R, bro. Like straight up, man. Like I'm just saying, bro.
understand why they
I should
But
watch
if
her be
you're a
mad chill,
Satan-
though.
they were born into it, or I hope to.
Are you allowed to be a
understand
racist if you're a
different
Satanist? Wouldn't that be something Satan wants? No, but like, I'm right though, right? What is Satan want you to be racist?
Wait, no show. Afro, you seen the clip where the dude's like, I'm a racist. It's like, you can't say that. I'm a racist. I'm gonna say what I want.
Saying like bad shit, racism is bad.
It's
Therefore,
like that. You tell a Satanist they can't say the N-word. They're like,
I
"I'm a
mean, to be
Satanist."
fair, were Christians allowed to be racist when they were pillaging black people, bro? That's like,
okay, but like Christian, a lot of Christians aren't Christians in my opinion.
okay, that's a whole nother discussion for later.
Yeah.
Wait, my name's Sean.
Oh, well, they're not Christian, but
Hey,
they
shut
don't
up.
abide by
Pastor,
Christianity.
married to
That nigga's a Christian.
Kelly, and we have 3 children.
He has 3 children.
I'm Amr Isa. I'm 19 years old. I'm Muslim.
I thought he was a
born and raised in
Satanist.
household.
No.
Muslim my whole life. It's a big part of.
Damn, though, so you hating on your
My
own
name's Jason
kind.
Turgeon. I'm
I didn't know.
33. I'm a Satanist. I was raised Christian and have somewhat recently converted.
Why was that nigga laughing like
My
that? You
name's
saw that nigga, he was like, yeah.
I was born and raised in India, and then I moved here for grad school, and currently I'm a director at Jubilee Media, and I'm Hindu.
I'm Lois. I'm 23, and I'm a Satanist,
Lois
and I was
Griffin head
raised Jewish.
My name is Richard Leo. I'm old.
I don't trust this nigga. Bro.
Why did he look like that?
Yeah, I don't trust this
He's a whole
nigga.
villain, bro.
Yo, yeah, okay, like, this nigga, like, they was on Lil Nas X's ass. They need to get out. Like, what's up with him, bro? Like, what he's wearing? What's up with this nigga, bro?
Than I like to tell people. I'm a Satanist. I was raised Christian, but I am a Satanist.
Christian?
Why is he smiling like that, dog? Like, yo. Everybody's like acting like a normal person, right?
Got stuck on the chair. Get him out of here.
No, it's like, you know, it's like everybody's acting like a normal person, right? And then you just got this nigga like, yeah, I'm saying this. Ooh, like, shut up, nigga.
Hell is a real place.
Oh, true. The Abrahamic religions, they know about hell.
I don't actually know, like, when I try to think of what hell looks like to me, I don't think it's how it's been in movies or people just talk about, like, some fiery inferno. I believe in an afterlife where there is a kind of a good place and a bad place, where what you do here kind of determines where you're going to end up.
Yeah. One of the signs that there is something greater than us out there is that we see something beautiful that we want someone to express our thanksgiving to and our worship towards. And in the same way, on the opposite end of the spectrum, when there are terrible deeds or acts that are committed by humans towards one another, that there also needs to be a place of justice. And so I believe that there is a heaven and that there is a hell, and that the gift of grace that God offers us is so generous that for those who reject it, that there has to be a place of judgment. So, yeah.
Can I get my disagreeers to come in?
Well, I thought Satanists were all about hell.
I would never worship a god that would send someone to an eternal lake of fire to...
Bro, why he speaking like that, yo? Like,
he needs a hug. That's what he needs.
Yeah.
Who hurt him?
He's an SMT villain, bro. Straight up, man. Like, he's too. This nigga there's no way he's real, bro.
God.
There's no way he's real.
Send someone to an eternal lake of fire to be burned forever for the simple fact of non-belief, when that deity knows what it would take.
Bro, he has to be an actor. There's no way. This nigga has to be instigating as actor. There's no way. Like,
every single person on this planet. That is cruel. It is inhumane. It is not kind. It is not generous. And that is not.
I mean, I do agree with him, though.
What's more, it would be
I see his point.
damning the vast majority of everyone who's ever existed for not believing in him for a set of rules that he created.
To be fair, I feel like this presupposes that to burn in hell means that you don't believe in God. I'm sure that there are religions, and I know that there are people who believe that hell is a place for murderers, you know? And when I was Jewish, we didn't believe in hell. They didn't even talk about the devil. I just kind of came upon it myself. I believe that in the event that we have spirits and they will go on to some other...
Jewish to you, hell is not entirely physical, rather it could be completely...
Yeah, they don't think of hell the same way like Christianity and Islam does.
Realm. It's probably more of a nebulous place than a physical hell, lake, fire, everything.
I don't even believe we have souls necessarily. I'd like to see some evidence before I believe something like that.
I barely believe that we're even conscious.
So Satanists are basically atheists.
Like, I'm about to have an existential crisis up here.
I guess.
I think the historical Christian position is that the gift of the invitation that God gives to the people that he made is so generous and came at such a high price to him.
A high price he gave up a weekend.
Hey, let him talk, dickhead.
Yeah, like, dog.
Yeah.
No one interrupted you.
No, you know what's crazy? Like, you see his facial expression, like you see this shit, like, look, he looks so happy.
Oh, weekend.
Right.
He was God before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, bro, I'm just trying to talk.
I cried. He's like, bro, I can't even you to talk. And bro, he's getting bullied now.
He was God during, and he's God now. He gave up a week.
Yeah, he's being back condescending though. Like, let him finish. Like, he was like, you talk. Go off. Like, look at his face. He's like, dog. He's like,
where's the gift in that? Number one.
I'm able to look at the grace that has been extended to me, and I receive it.
I want to make sure I can get a full sentence out of Sean.
Okay.
Yeah,
the
you
way that
bitch.
I would commonly think of it.
Yeah,
is
like,
if I
straight
gave
up, let
up
him
the
talk,
life
nigga,
of
shit.
my own son, in exchange for your life, it is okay that
no, he has to be an actor.
The
you see his fucking face, how he moves the leg.
Is that moral?
Is it moral?
Is it moral? On a corporeal level.
Jesus took on the penalty that I deserved for the sins that I committed, if we're looking at, the traditional Christian faith. And so I received
He's saying his belief. I don't
his
see the
gift of
problem.
grace and as
Why are you going
a
after him
payment
like
for
this?
the things that I had done. So your
Like,
question is,
he's not going after them. You know what I mean?
Is it fair?
Like,
I'm
be mad
able as a
respectful.
Christian to say no, it's not fair, because I
Look
deserve
at his
the
fucking
punishment that he
smile.
took
Oh my
on
god.
himself. Faith to me is everything. We grew up in a household of
Yo,
faith.
I'm not gonna lie, this shit reminds me of just like a nigga just starts rapping. You know what I mean? They come with like he just starts spitting, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
and learn to love Jesus and love the church and serve the church from the family that I grew up in.
Remember,
And so
you
my
was
wife
conflicted.
and I have embraced that same life of faith.
yo, someone's
and
gotta make
we
that edit, bro.
Have taught the Christian faith to our children to understand themselves and their world because of him and his teaching.
He seems like a good Christian, though. He doesn't seem that ignorant. You know what I mean?
In life.
I mean,
wait, why didn't they let the Hindu speak, bro? I was mad curious because I don't know anything about Hinduism, bro.
Yeah, I want to hear about that.
Well,
I think it'd be
yeah.
interesting.
I guess she's not
I
speaking.
think I strongly believe there's a higher purpose in life. I don't think I found it yet, and I hope I would like to believe that I will one day in the journey of my life.
I completely agree. I don't know what my purpose is, and I don't think there's like a higher purpose that fits for everybody. But to me, the idea that there's some bigger purpose has always been very comforting to me. Otherwise, kind of what's the point of all of this?
No, I fully agree. I think that I believe it's a question that we all ask, and it's one of the gifts of faith.
I like
in
this
my
guy.
in my
I don't know why I
opinion,
just like
so
him.
that when there's times of
Yeah,
epidemic
definitely a
and
chill,
war,
like, you know,
Pandemic.
way more chill than I thought the
Pandemic.
people they bring on would be.
You're right.
Yeah, because like you know, when you usually get Christians, you think about people that
that
stuck
we're
up,
able
right?
to
Not
understand.
even just
even in
Christians,
those
just like any
situations
like
of difficulty
religious
and
person.
conflict
Yeah,
and-
they seem
and
very
I don't
open
know,
minded.
some of
like, they're not-
these-
that there is a higher
Hey,
purpose. in
Some of
life
these
and
things tend to get
there's more than what we
very
see.
weird.
No,
Have
no,
you
'cause
seen the one where it's like the incels?
Yeah, no, I've
Come
watched this
on.
before, right? I've watched this, right? And I was like, I know it gets weird. That's why I'm like, this one seems actually pretty good. Like everybody's being open minded. It's literally
Yeah,
just
so far at least.
it's literally just Richard.
I trouble with the phraseology higher.
He didn't even want to fucking sit down, bro. That's how much of an ego he had. No. You know the niggas at Jubilee? They were all like, yo, everybody's a little bit too intelligent in this room right now. We need to send an actor in there, bro. Like, they can't. He didn't even fucking sit down, bro.
I trouble with the phraseology higher purpose because that
Like you see how condescending he wasn't. I can't
You
trust a
think
nigga
it's
that
power
sits like
attack?
this, bro. I can't trust a nigga that sits like this, man. Like, oh fuck, wait, no.
Go further.
In
I think
exchange,
we all
I'm sorry,
go to
time
the
out. I want to
woman,
just go
like,
back to
is-
this moment,
is
bro. Like where he was talking, and he
historical
just talks over him.
I'm able to look at the
He's like, I just want to see that again because that was funny, bro. That was like,
my own son.
he got fucking
It's like, why is he so mean?
yeah. All right, I think that's it.
and that denotes
Even in those situations
Yes,
of
it is it right
difficulty and conflict and anxiety and fear, that there is.
I don't think the mustache
life
guy is
and that-
ignorant. He's just
there's more
condescending.
than what we see.
Yeah,
Because he
yeah.
doesn't. He hasn't said anything wrong.
I trouble with
you know
the
what I mean?
phraseology higher purpose because that, again, that denotes, do I believe God? No, but I do believe higher purpose as in love,
He's an actor.
to give, to be generous, to be kind,
I'm
to
sorry.
help.
I gotta see that comment section, bro. There's no way they're not calling out on it. Dracula.
One content.
It always sounds like he's about to tell me a spooky story. I mean, okay, no, this gotta be niggas saying it's dressed like this. It said I'm older than he likes to tell people he's a vampire.
Maybe he is a vampire.
Try to be so edgy that her disrespect came off as crazy. She just, I don't remember her. I gotta finish it. Never mind. Let me just finish it.
Maybe it's later on.
To be there to
Because she seems very nice
understand.
recently.
Phrase higher purposes. It's a loaded phrase.
I
Yeah.
struggle with higher purpose because it's like God said,
I chose you.
yeah, I choose you, and you are going to do this thing, and you're going to continue doing this thing for the rest of your life. And I really struggle with that.
Can I just
Yeah.
ask? And
I feel like that's an ignorant take on it, though.
Because I
Yeah, you
I
can't
received your
offend
statement
me.
with that.
You literally cannot offend me. What's up?
But
What's
those
up,
are
bro?
very,
Come on.
just curiosity. what if everyone was committed to this idea that like in the way that you expressed it? So I would say some people that are sort of pro-religion,
okay, she wasn't being
I am,
rude. It's just like she's just being funny.
In order for us to bind together as a culture and learn to kind of work together and help cause one another to flourish, we have to agree on some kind of higher purpose or a common set of principles.
I disagree. I don't really see a need for having a prescriptive.
The angles they get these niggas on, bro. I swear. It's up.
He's like, what?
They doing this nigga so dirty, bro. Like he's probably just chilling, right?
Really?
But they want the most dramatic angle they could get his facial expression. That's what he's trying to get it from the back,
See a need for having.
He's thinking, this bitch crazy.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, he's probably has like the most like normal facial expression ever, right? But it's just the camera's angle. You know what I mean? Like
purpose. I'm struggling to even see what you see as the value in saying that you have a higher purpose.
Maybe it's more of a fear or a concern, right? That if everyone got up every day and said that life is all about me, and that's what, and I'm not suggesting at all that that's what you're saying about.
I mean, it kind of is. Like,
It is my belief. I don't mean to interrupt either of you. It is my belief that
he
one should
definitely
take
means
care of oneself.
Yeah.
Because nobody else will. People who do take care of themselves, they understand that it is balance, and they're not going to go out and cause anarchy and mayhem in the streets.
It can even be like a selfish act to be helping the community around you, and it's still a good thing. It's still important.
Kind of right.
Take a higher purpose to make that kind of thing happen.
Because even the people that are selfless, right? They do it because it feels good to them, right? There isn't really like a selfless action that you can do.
Yeah.
Church. One of the things there is you read the Bible a lot every day, all day, and after doing that for like several hours a day and reading the Bible through back to back several times and discussing it, I wasn't sold at all. I guess I style myself more as a skeptic and a humanist than anything, and Satanism just happens to fit really nicely in that category for me. And this is actually also kind of like my outing video. Like my family doesn't know I'm a member of TST. They don't know I'm a Satanist.
See, that's the thing about like,
good
I think it's kind of ironically demonized, right? But it's not like as bad as people make it out to be.
Yeah. It's just the whole symbolism, you know, like when you see someone like post it up with like, oh yeah, like I love this goat monster thing. I believe in him. He cool. And
there's
like,
more, like when I look at Satanism, like it's more so like they want to feel some type of freedom. You know what I mean? Like because it's not like they're void of. It's not like they're avoided of like moral actions or anything, right?
Exactly. If anything, a lot of them are more morally sound than a lot of religious people.
Yeah, it's like, it's just I guess it's just like a way of their sense of freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what did she ask? What did he ask?
Do you believe in good and evil? Look at these idiots.
Why are these people fucking around? Yes. I'll be right back.
Oh shit, Afro gone. Dom muted. I guess it's no
I'm here. Yeah,
oh,
I'm free, bro.
He's back. Alright,
just muted so I don't, earring the stream with me dying.
Why are you dying?
I'm still kind of sick.
No show and Dom show. I don't know about a show. That sounds like a lot of work. What are y'all up to? Aside from watching the stream. No show the drip? No, I can't do the drip on this stream, bro. It's not even my stream.
Yeah, no, my mom's here.
Back? Bro.
Did you slam the door on him?
He just beat his mom.
No.
Okay, don't say that.
Don't say that. Nah. She told me, come on. She was like, "Are you talking about saying this?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
I mean, we are technically.
Yeah, we are. Like, straight up, man. I do think I think she hears me talking about it. She thinks I'm like rationalizing because he's like, "Oh, you're worshiping the devil." And
I can understand as a parent, hearing your kids say, say them doesn't sound that bad and being concerned because
But it's not like you understand it though, right? And it's not like I'm saying I want to be it because it seems like saying it's like instead of like they think, oh, it's worshiping the devil, sacrificing shit. And nah, it's not. It's not that. It's honestly just niggas like when I look at it, it's just niggas like it's kind of like a rebellious type of stuff. You know what I mean? It's not like
yeah.
like,
they don't like what a lot of religions stand for, and they're like, I want to.
And it's
I want
not
to
like
believe that's something that worked for me.
And it's like they think it's like they're saying "fuck you, God," when in reality it's like, I don't believe God exists. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like giving up on religion, like completely.
Or like that one dude said, skeptics with like, there isn't enough proof or like, valid information for me to believe in God. So
no, look at the niggas though. Like the religious people have been so nice and understanding, and
then you have these people dancing like idiots.
Like this guy even knows it's childish, bro. You know what I mean? He got these.
Yeah, he's like, this cringe as hell. That's what he got.
Good, McLock, how's it going, bro? Thank you for the
oh shit, a raid! Shout out to the Raiders.
How you doing, McLock? Bro. How you doing, bro? What's up, man?
Well, what were y'all streaming over there before y'all raided?
Yeah, I was chilling. Right now we're watching series Can Satanist and Major Religion See Eye to Eye. So far they've been rational as fuck. This two Satanists have been a little bit dickish.
There wasn't any.
I haven't.
I condemn you in the name of the Lord.
Yeah, no. There's no ignorance. Yeah,
exactly.
It's actually pretty cool. I want to hear what this nigga has to say.
I haven't, as part of my own belief system for sure, a conviction that all of our hearts can at sometimes lead us to
like I said, it reminds me of the XXL cypher raps, bro. They just come in, like, they start like freestyle.
Yeah, the ciphers.
Like, that's an awfully hot coffee pot. Like,
and then it's about to pop up from the background.
I'm good, man. We're just chatting for the most part, just watching videos and whatnot. Hey, yo, man, I feel that, bro. That's my shit right now.
Acts of evil, and so I see it in the world around me, on both sides.
Damn.
Yeah, I think the phrasing is something that's it's a little bit catchy.
It's just dichotomy.
Yeah,
it just sounds.
I mean, I believe in right and wrong, and I think some things, for me, a lot of things lie in the gray area, but there are some things that I consider right and wrong, but I wouldn't say it's the same as good and evil, right?
That was beautifully said. That was.
Thank you.
But yeah, no, I
hate this nigga. Oh my god, like. I'm sorry, bro. He was just being nice. He
also believe
nice.
that what is right
he
and
still
wrong
sounds
has changed
weird, but
throughout
he's not a bad guy.
And it's something where I don't know if everyday actions that I do right now are going to be considered evil later on. Like, is driving a car going to be considered wrong?
Like, you think niggas knew what racism was bad now because they saw us as literal animals.
And horns and looking like me with a goatee. That doesn't actually happen. If you ask anybody throughout history, they're always the hero of their own novel.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Even yesterday, I went to the grocery store and there was
yeah,
one
like the
person
dude,
who
like
had,
Aaron.
Like Rose was saying, like he said, I don't think he's ignorant. I just think he's kind of condescending, right? Because he's spitting. Like I think I agree with a lot of stuff.
10 packs of toilet paper, and I do understand that
toilet paper is not going to save you.
Yeah, I do understand that he was being cautious and watching out for himself.
I like
and
the
his family.
boots they have.
I just think
like
that
even the Muslim niggas, they got some nice ass boots.
Who couldn't buy toilet paper,
But to
right?
him, that was right because he was looking out for his family, probably.
Yeah,
Yo,
so
talking about you said
I'm saying that
Richard looks like you about to tell the Hindu girl you're one of the good ones.
One of the good ones. Oh my goodness.
I think the act is wrong, but I wouldn't say that he's evil. Like, unless he has IBS or something. I don't know.
Oh! She got jokes. I like that.
Nigga, sit normally, bro. For fuck's sake.
Bro, stop hating on his stance, bro.
Bro, look at how he's sitting.
Like, he is stanced up. He's ready to go at any moment.
Oh, he got so funny.
He looks like he's about to cast a spell on you.
Some of the core beliefs of Hinduism is to believe in dharma, making sure that you have enough for yourself and also enough for other people. But Satan in Hinduism is like an assistant to God. He's someone who can cause disruption, but that is more for the benefit of human beings by and large.
I believe Satan is evil.
Do they believe in Satan though? That's my question. Do Satanists believe in Satan? That's the thing. Because I don't think... Can y'all stop? Like, damn. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I can kind of guess why he would walk over.
Oh, no, he ran
Because
back.
in my opinion, I don't think Satan is evil.
Why? Like, because I know you follow the Quran and everything, but why?
Yes, because at least in Islam, right? In Islam, the way Satan came to be, right? Satan was a follower of God. Yeah. He believed in God. He still does. He worships God, right? And when God made Adam, the first man, right?
Yeah.
God commanded all living beings at the time to bow to Adam, his new creation. And Satan was like, bro, fuck that shit. You made this dude out of mud and dirt and clay, and I'm made out of fire. I'm literally fire. Why would I bow to him? And he's like, okay, well, if you're not going to bow to him, you're disobeying me. And he's like, I can't do it, bro. I can't. He's like, I'm not going to bow to something that I believe that's lower than me. And he was going to condemn Satan. He was going to, like, throw him in. I don't know if it was going to kill him or something. I can't remember officially, right?
Yeah.
But then Satan was like, hey, time out. Let's make a deal. He's like, let me live until the day of judgment, right? And I'll show you how many of your precious humans I can lead astray. You know, I'll show you they're not as great as you think they are. And that's how Satan came to be. Like, he believes in God. He understands that, you know, God is God and God is amazing. But he's like, I can't agree with, you know,
he just hates
you think
humans.
that these humans are great.
Okay, so he's like, these humans are not as good as me.
So I wouldn't say Satan is evil. Like, he does fucked up shit, but I wouldn't say he's evil.
Yeah.
I was trying to play it out in my head, but then I realized I don't agree with that. Okay. So, yeah.
Well, the fact that there is a Satan who is real and the fact that he is evil is, I mean, it's an important, pretty central.
My whole thing is like, do Satanists actually believe in Satan or not? Because right now I think Satanism is just
from what it looks like, I don't think they do.
Yeah, like for me it seemed like a rebellious freedom thing.
Yeah. I mean, some of them probably do. I'm not gonna lie. Some of them probably do, but I don't think it's all of them.
So let's go back to Genesis, okay? God wanted to keep humans from eating the fruit of knowledge, correct? And Satan, or the serpent, wanted to give humans that knowledge. I believe that's a good action.
That is a good action.
That's a good action. That's justifiable.
But is that what Satan did in there?
First person to advocate for equal rights.
Wait, what did he say? What did he say?
God's perspective.
The whole Apple thing?
Good action.
That is a good action.
Eating the fruit. Let's go back to Genesis, okay? God wanted to keep humans from eating the fruit of knowledge, correct? And Satan, or the serpent, wanted to give humans that knowledge. I believe that's a good action.
That is a good action.
That's a good action. That's justifiable.
The first person to advocate for equal rights.
Yes.
I wouldn't say it's a good action, at least in my belief and being raised as a Muslim, because the serpent thing did happen. You know, like Adam and Eve were in paradise, and then, you know, the serpent came to them, whispered to them, was like, "Oh, you should eat this apple," when God told them not to, right?
Yeah.
And it wasn't Satan who wanted to give them knowledge. It was more like, you know, I want to show you that the thing that you created, that you praise so much, they ain't shit. You know, I literally, I've talked to them for 2 seconds, and I made them eat the apple you told them not to eat to. Like, they're not shit. And then, you know, as punishment, God threw them down to earth, and, you know, now they're out of paradise.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. So that's what the Quran is like. All right.
Only heard God's perspective. And
at least my sect of Islam. There are probably other sects out there that are like, you know, say I don't know. I'm not gonna comment.
Yeah.
Didn't hear Satan's perspective. Maybe he said, God is a tyrannical God, and I'm going to rebel from him, and I'm going to become
yeah.
a fallen
Okay.
angel.
That you saw his mouth drop. You saw that nigga's mouth drop.
God is a tyrannical God, and I'm going to rebel from him.
He's like, why would you ever say that? He's about to cry. He's like, God's not like that. I love God.
Maybe he said, God is a tyrannical God, and I'm going to rebel from him, and I'm going to...
Why would you ever say that about God?
His house mouth drops. His mouth literally drops, bro. And I know he's trying his best.
Yeah, he's like, let me just hold it, and I'm not trying to offend anyone. But...
Yeah. I was gonna watch that one more time, bro. Cause
maybe he said, God is a tyrannical God, and I'm going to rebel.
Stop pausing it, bro. Play the rest of the damn video.
It's funny as hell.
From him.
We can't just watch him cry all day.
To help mankind.
My interpretation and understanding of that story is that God created an environment where and it was an environment of love and peace, and where his children that he created and who he loved, who he created.
I like it. Okay, I love how he says my interpretation, right? Because he's saying that's me. He's not trying to validate how you feel. So he's using his words. Like, he's not, like, I respect that. Like I said, like, I personally have a bias against a lot, because like, I grew up with a lot of Christians, but he doesn't seem to be one of those people, because he's not shutting down other people for what they believe in. I like that.
Yeah, and that's how it should be. Like, you're allowed to believe and interpret religion however you see fit. At the end of the day, that's you and your relationship
I'm not gonna lie,
with God or that religion.
Because recently I've been opening up like how much I hate Christians, but it's not like I hate Christians. It's just the fact that I hate people that are very judgmental of each other and always want to shut down other people, right? And a lot of people I grew up around that were Christians, even kids, like I was in fucking like Wednesday night pastor, and this girl, I would get bullied at that fucking bullshit because I didn't know that much of the Bible, right? So it's like I grew up around environments how like niggas were mad fucking judgmental over that shit and wouldn't let people believe other shit, right? But this one seems like it's understandable, like, but yeah.
Yeah, and that this was an environment for them to.
Well, wait, we gotta hear his whole point.
Yeah, like look how. Notice how the Christian, like, he be having all the facial expressions. But this nigga lets them finish, right? He's always polite, and then these niggas are like, while this nigga, all he does is like,
hey man, Christians are used to waiting, bro. They know what's up. They got patience.
Shut up. Like, yo, is it gonna happen today?
They were naked and they didn't have understanding.
Isn't that the same thing as Islam, though?
And that this was an environment for them to.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait,
you see, look, all of them got mad angry, yo.
This was an environment for them to.
Except this nigga. This nigga was chill. It was just these two niggas. Like, they're like.
But look at the vampire's face. He's like, oh.
Yeah.
His mouth is open.
This was an environment for them to.
He's about to go crazy.
He was about to fucking suck his soul out, bro. He's about to send a curse on this nigga. Oh, I gotta pull my nose back. Oh shit.
Damn. But it really is just me now. Afro's gone. I'm nothing to call anymore. It's NoShowMomo's time to shine. I'm willing to bet all my fucking money the Satanist girl is fatherless. That's that's a fuck thing to say, Aiden. But I don't know, because I'm not gonna say like everyone who's like not religious has daddy issues, No show. Tell us the story about how you lost your 100, bro. I already told that story, Ivy. I told the story. No one here needs to know that story. They said, how do we think we wake up every morning? Our spawn, it's called an alarm clock. Damn.
Let's go.
My boy got that OSN.
To flourish, and so he puts them in this environment, and he desires for them to flourish and to live in unashamed relationship with him and his perfection and his glory.
Naked and stupid.
I see God.
Damn. Like, yo, can these niggas finish a thought? Like,
Why is
damn.
he
making simple playthings because he's bored, if it's real then, and then saying, don't do this because I don't want you on my level, and if you do, I have to make sure you can't live forever so you really don't get on my level.
Would you think that?
I mean, that's true though. Like,
if you heard that one of your friends was having a baby and you'd say, oh, you're just making a plaything for your.
That's different. That's different.
But there are some parents who use their kids as their plaything.
Yeah.
They're not wrong, because being a parent, when you think about it, is low-key selfish, because what's a good reason to have a kid?
Yeah,
I'm gonna do that to have a kid, right? I want to have a kid
all the time.
But it's like, what's the reason? What's a good reason to have a kid? There's absolutely no.
Bring a whole being into like a world where so much things can go wrong.
Yeah, there's literally no good. Like, when you look at it at paper, there's no really good reason, but you just want to do it because you want to do it,
But if we look at it scientifically, it's to continue our bloodline, and our species.
The same.
Because, like, you don't need a kid to continue your memory, right? But it's like...
Yeah, well, not at least not today. Like, back in the old days, definitely.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. But now it's like, you don't need it.
Generative
you can just take pictures.
love that out of which God created us.
I think for me, from as much knowledge as I have about Satan, I think Satan is a symbol of freedom and liberty, right? Mm-hmm. So that is not evil. Of course, like we discussed before, if people commit wrong deeds in the name of Satan, then that's wrong.
For me, I flipped.
Why that nigga like twitching? Like, he's like,
he's like a religious person that agrees with me. I can't handle it.
That's wrong.
Yeah, like, yo, that nigga like a demon was attacking it in his inner soul or some shit.
For me, I flip flopped a little, only because I don't think that on its own Satan is evil. I think he's used to represent evil. Whether he does or not, that's what he's used for. His character is very much used to say, like, you do something wrong, like, oh, that's an act of, like, the devil, kind of.
Damn.
Satan represents to me taking responsibility for your own actions. It says to thirst for knowledge, for understanding, to understand that man is an animal, sometimes worse than those around, but an animal nonetheless.
Religion has caused more harm than...
Okay.
Ah.
I'm just saying he's just saying some basic ass shit. If I'm being honest, yo, like,
no, I was reacting to the question.
He read the script. No way he didn't, yo. He read the script. Yeah. But yeah, this is definitely. I do think religion has caused more harm than good, honestly, at the moment right now, because it's being used in so many different ways.
Yeah, they use religion to screw over a lot of people.
Religion has caused a lot of harm. Is it the ultimate source of evil? No. Ultimately, people make their own decisions.
But it's not religion. It's the people that use religion.
And witch trials, and the God hates fags, and the snake handlers, and the hypocrites.
It's fine. It's in a video. We're not trying to be offensive.
The arts.
I mean, I don't know that there's been a major war that hasn't been at least fueled by religion, if not directly started by it.
Yeah, because all wars are influenced by religion, almost all of them.
The religious backing at some point that like flared the fire up and made it so much worse than it would have been.
And they vote.
Oh God.
Wait, what?
I think religion dictates moral values for a lot of people, and the way people interpret religion has caused harm. But religion itself would never can never cause any harm. It is
79%, okay.
Meant for the good of society.
It's not like freaking Jesus or like God was like, yeah, go do this, cause these atrocious crimes that'll kill and affect millions of people. It's the people that have a twisted, warped view of religion, and then they use religions, for their own benefit.
Yeah.
Can never cause any harm. It is meant for the good of society, for the good of people.
I disagree with that.
Yo, why
Oh, but let her finish.
Go on.
Yeah, like, stop letting this nigga talk, bro. Like, I'm not saying because I hate this nigga, but if the nigga is talking, that means he's doing something wrong.
he's bringing up good points, but like,
shut up. Like, let the nigga finish.
God would say that people talk. Burn in hell. It's probably the way people have interpreted it, or the way people tell others, the way they've practiced. Some people have practiced it.
There is harm in religion done in the name of religion, but it's hard to quantify on a cost-benefit analysis kind of way, which is
cost-benefit analysis.
No, it's not her. It's the dude. It's the dude's face, bro. They always he's the most polite nigga ever that disagrees with these niggas, right? I gotta screenshot this shit, man. Cause he's probably gonna say the most polite thing back, but his face says like, "I'm gonna fucking murder you, bro." Like
he's gonna be like, "I agree with you. I don't believe religion has caused these things." However,
I gotta post it somewhere. I'll post it in Discord. Yeah, cause that's a perfect thing. That's a perfect fucking face reaction, bro. Like, yeah. Yeah.
Analysis kind of way. Which is worse, having religion or not having religion. Religion is a form of power. It is a tool, and it reveals
sorry. All of his faces are so fucking funny, yo. It's his beady eyes and his skinny cheekbones, bro, with this defined jawline, man. Like,
in humanity,
he's just begging for the rapture.
And you can do a lot in the name of religion, but you can also do a lot of good.
I'm sorry, I was looking at this nigga like.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think in the power of the
I knew. I agree with that.
Sensitivity about that, and where Christians have used either the Bible or their own conviction to express authority over other people in a way that doesn't lead to
angry. I agree with that.
I think we're in agreement on that. As a member of the Christian church, I would say that there have been great contributions of people of faith to the cause of human flourishing and through medicine and healthcare and the arts and education and all those kinds of things. So
I wouldn't go about for the arts and medicines, but for the arts, not for the medicines, but for the arts, yes.
Christian art is amazing.
Beautiful artwork beautiful,
Cathedrals
beautiful
are
artwork.
amazing.
Those artists were not Christian. They were
I
just
don't
hired
care
by-
if they were
Leonardo da
hired by
Vinci
the
was not a
church.
Christian.
I love it. I love Saint Sebastian portraits. I love all of
Some of the choral music is beautiful.
They do the research.
The tradition is sometimes beautiful. There's beautiful things.
A lot of Satanists
in
are
it,
very
and it can
well
help
versed in
calm
knowing
someone
about this
if
stuff. You know
that
what I
is
mean?
what they
Like,
need. I do believe.
Yeah.
I feel like it's
people
just
need
more
rituals.
critical
I
thinking
myself
than
have
some
rituals.
So I mean, I think
It's
religion.
like- I just
has
think
given
their
a lot of
critical
people some-
thinking led them astray. I'm not saying like, oh, Christianity is like the way to go. So I'm not saying led them astray. It's like, oh, they're wrong, right?
Yeah.
But what I mean led them astray is like they stopped being Christians because they just, the more they learned about it, the more they had a distaste for it. You know what I mean? It's like when you know that much, you either, because I've seen a lot of Satanists I've seen, or like a lot of people, like a lot of Satanists are people that study the
But just
Bible.
aren't religious.
They study the Bible, like they study the Bible.
Yeah,
or like
yeah,
whatever
yeah,
else,
yeah.
like I don't see that much Islam Satanists, but it's like I don't know if they exist.
They're definitely out there. They're definitely out
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. But I see mostly Christians and Jewish Satanists, and it's like or Catholic, but it's like they're before Jewish, and it's like the more they learn about the Bible, it's like the more they go away rather than towards it.
kind of peace of mind. And I think like even if necessarily like
I'm not
again, I
saying
guess
everybody that learns the Bible is a Satanist. I'm just saying like a lot of these people like they study it. Like once they study it, it's like is it for them or not?
do you like someone believing in God? Like, well, that's just not true. Why would you do that? I guess to me, believing in God, I don't think, and I've never ever imposed my religion on anyone around me. I use it as something, it's like a personal relationship between me and God. And it's helped me, again, lots of times in those times of alone, like in those dark moments, I guess, or in those happy moments, just thanking God for blessing my life, or in those dark moments, like feeling a little less alone is what it's helped. And I think people I've talked to have like felt similar things in that respect. I've always been proud of my religion. It's never something I've tried to hide. I think it's like if someone would have a conversation with me, not in an overbearing way, but maybe something that would come out very quickly in the conversation for some reason or another.
I consider myself a good person.
Christian nigga stand up.
He's like, it's time.
Yeah.
Damn.
They all did. I don't.
I'm a great person.
Yeah, I think I chill back on this because like it's just.
I feel like it's egotistical to call yourself a good person. I think it's like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna call someone else egotistical for being a good person. This is just what's up for me. If you're allowed to believe
Even in the context of like religion, like because like in like religiously, like, you sure you could say you're a good person, but like isn't that really up to like God to judge? Like, is it fair for me to say, you know, I'm a good person, you know, I think I'm doing good?
I think it depends on like people will know if you're a good person 100 years after you die because everything you know, everything about you is gonna get revealed then. You know what I mean? Or not
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's when you realize you're a good person or not. Not saying everybody's gonna hold your memory for that long, but when you die, you have the initial reaction, then you have the 4 years after, you got the 10 years after, and that's when people get to see who you truly was as a person. You know what I mean? Like in 5 to 10 years, people are okay. This guy was actually like this. This guy was.
And I agree with you too. Like, you know, it's hard to say like how can I say I'm a good person when I know for a fact there are people better than me. And that's not to say, you know, just because there are people better than me, I'm not a good person, right? But it is a little arrogant to, you know, just out the gate be like, yeah, I'm a good person.
I just believe you're a good I'm not saying when you die, like, I'm just saying you have to solidify it because you could be a good person for your whole life. Then boom, you go sexually assault somebody. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like
because you could think you're a good person, but like not realize that the things you do are negatively affecting other people.
What if you're a good person that does a lot of right stuff, but you morally think a lot of fuck shit, and you have to hold yourself back from doing that?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So that's why I'm like I said, it's like when I die, you'll see if I'm a good person when I die, because I don't know what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. You know?
Does everyone love me? No. There are people who absolutely wish me dead, and that's okay.
That's not surprising.
Maybe I deserve it from them. I don't know. But on the other hand, you know, I help.
Maybe I deserve it from that nigga. Killed somebody before. That nigga killed somebody. Like
he did something,
and I give to the poor, and I give time and energy, and so is that good? Maybe it outweighs the bad.
It's good, but does that make you a good person?
That nigga did something, bro. That nigga did something. But yeah, I'm just saying that nigga did something. Throw all rationality out the door. That nigga, if you talking like that, you did something. All right, man. Like you did something, dog. Like
it's that constantly striving to be better and whatever.
It's like, you know, there are some people that would wish me dead, but you know, that's just them.
I'm this, and I'm gonna say this way.
Is that there's people that wish me dead? Maybe they're right. Like. Like, whoa.
I mean, I kind of get where he's coming from too, because like he's thinking like, you know, in their opinion, you know, what they believe is right or wrong, you know, they think I deserve to be dead. Like if it's from that perspective.
But
sure.
I'm just saying, because usually like wishing somebody dead is wild, right? It's like if you're saying that, that means you probably did something like that. You know what I mean? Because it's like I don't think anybody has a rational reason to wish me dead. Honestly, that's all I'm saying. Personally.
Yeah, rational reason. Yeah, rational is the key word. Because there are people that just wish you dead for no reason.
He said they could wish me dead. That's their own opinion. Are they right? Maybe. I'm like, okay, yo, like, like maybe they're like he wasn't even. He didn't even say maybe they're wrong. He said maybe they're right. He
didn't give the opposite. Maybe they're right, maybe they're wrong. He just said maybe they're right.
Yeah, exactly. Like I get the thought though.
Completely.
No, I do believe that being good is...
That nigga has the best facial... Like, he's probably the nicest guy ever in the world, but his facial reactions are just hilarious.
in these minute, like, little actions, these micro actions that you do every single day.
I'm intrigued. Do you guys base it more on your intentions or more on your actions?
I think it's both, but intention is really important.
It is.
I think that's bullshit. I think intention can mean little shit, all right? Obama had the intention to help soldiers to get out the fucking Middle East, but he bombed innocent mothers and children. You know what I mean? Like,
I think Obama knew what he was doing.
I'm the same, but what if he had intentions to get soldiers out of it?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, so it's like,
and that's what I was saying. Like, you could think you're doing the right thing, right?
Yeah.
But fuck over so many people. Is it fair to say you're a right person just because in your mind you think you're doing good, even though without your knowledge it's fucking over so many people?
Yeah.
Like it's hard to say, you know, I'm a good person without seeing it from all the angles.
Yeah.
Do something thinking that it's going to be a good thing, but it turns out to be disastrous. But as long as you had a good intention in it, I feel like it's
like
not,
to a certain extent.
Yeah, to a certain
extent. Life doesn't work like that.
How many people do?
I think that's situational though, because I can understand it.
Yeah, because on a small scale, sure, like, oh, you know, I wanted to like give someone like
on a large scale, when, like life or death, I think it's like I guess it depends on manslaughter though, because you know manslaughter is like, oh, you hit somebody with the car, it's like
still like, if what you did, even if unintentional, killed someone, then
it was manslaughter.
Yeah,
it's like it's weird though.
Things because they think that's what people expect good things to be.
Yeah, and for me, I would just hope that my faith would be born out in acts.
Bro, he looked like he about to die. You know, like he about to beg for his life. Like he like, oh.
and I know that
this guy was my
doesn't
favorite
necessarily
girl.
come.
I liked him.
I believe that.
I liked him really a lot. I'm surprised he was a nice guy. Like respect
because of who God has made me to be.
I think you're a good person because you're a good person. I also think you're more moral than the God of the Bible. I think you're a genuinely good person, and I think you're better than the Bible.
I think there's good in everybody.
Yeah, look at this nigga face when he said that. He
was like, "How dare you?"
Yeah. But that's a nice guy. I think, like I said, this dude's rational as hell. Like he's not like.
Maybe sometimes it's deep within.
Yeah, look at
Maybe sometimes it's deep within.
Why does he keep on doing that, dog? I swear. I think I know this nigga. I think I've seen him at my church before. I don't know for sure, but I think I have, bro.
Is he a mega pastor? Please tell me he's not.
No, he's
Everybody's
not.
a good person.
I hope not.
Lois, why are you a Satanist?
Well, I'm a Satanist because I originally started out as an atheist, but I wanted to find more ways to do advocacy work within a separation of church and state. And also, I think Satan is pretty cool. Satan is kind of a daddy. So here I am today.
Yo, like, I don't got a problem with saying this, bro. I really don't. But
you know what's crazy, Afro? People in the chat were saying, I bet she has daddy issues. And I think that confirms it. I don't know who it was. Whoever said she had daddy issues, you might have been right. When they ate it, she's fatherless.
Like I said, I don't got a problem with saying this, but sometimes y'all niggas be out of pocket, yo. Like the other guy seems like a nice, like they don't seem like bad people. Like I'm not saying it, but it's like sometimes.
No, but that's just so funny.
Cause I know Toxic is saying this. He's a nice guy.
He is Satan. He do be rocking with Satan.
I respect all religions.
100%.
Depends.
I don't care who you are. Oh, they're snakes. Oh no. I mean,
yeah. No, person for me. I'm not gonna go off on this in stream because I don't want. This is like a whole discussion that will actually offend people, and I know will offend people. I don't respect all religions. It's not because I don't respect you if you're part of that religion. I just know for sure there's some religion. I'm not saying Islam. I'm not saying Christianity. I'm not saying Judaism is that. But I think there's strong evidence. There's a lot of religions that are branches of others. I'm not gonna say specifically what religion, and I'm not gonna even say Satanism because I don't even think Satanism falls under what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I kind of see what you mean.
If you want to talk to me about this personally, we could talk about this in the VC and have an actual discussion. This is not a discussion that's meant to be
because I can think of a few sections of Islam that I'm like,
there's a few sections of Christianity that I 1,000,000% don't agree with, and I think it's wrong as fuck, right? I just think there's no way that's possibly in that have huge followings that some people in chat might follow, right? So
well, I think I know which sect you're talking about.
So I'm not gonna go and say it.
It's
like I don't respect where it comes from because I know it's just like I just think it's just wrong. Like,
I was gonna say like like it's your belief, you can do what you want, and I can respect you as a person, but like depending on how you act and what you believe,
it's just literally some religions are seen like you could tell they're literally built off of hypocrisy and all that shit, right? And I don't even think Christianity is built off of that. It depends on what Christianity you follow, though, because something that I learned about Islam that really spoke to me was the fact that there's no pictures of Muhammad because it avoids idolism, and I feel like I'm saying too much. But there's some version of Christianity. It's not just Jesus, that because like in Christianity, it's understandable why they would consider Jesus an idol because they consider Jesus the Son of God, right? But there's some version of Christianity where there's a lot of favoritism for some people. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah.
Like the saints and stuff, right?
What's up?
Like the different saints.
We don't need to get specific, but yeah.
No, I'm just. When you mentioned it, maybe it had me thinking.
Yeah. It's just like something else. It's not just that, but there's a lot of other stuff. We just seem hypocrites. Like I said, like even like mega pastors can fall under this though, because like idolism.
Yeah.
I respect you if you're a good person and you're doing,
I hate bro, I feel like they're doing this all for like entertainment because everybody's being rational. Like you don't need to defend yourself.
I mean, it's supposed to be somewhat entertaining, right? That's the point of the video.
I respect you if you're a good person and you're doing.
I feel like she could have made the top a little bit more better, but the bottom.
I think your religion is great, but. I mean, there's probably a religion out there that I'm going to say that's not okay.
I mean, I'm saying I respect all religions in the sense of the ones that I know of. I guess there's some obscure thing that I'm not aware of that really does stand for horrible.
Yeah, you're right, Jelly Billy. You're right. You're 100% right.
Yeah. I think whatever you want to store your faith in, and if it helps you and helps you to unite with other people, of course, I'm sure we all respect that, and that helps you lead your life.
Though I have committed my life and future to a religion that believes that it is the right and the only way. I also believe I respect people and love people and believe in people's freedom to.
He's a very nice guy. I'm sorry, like I said, like I'm not saying because I know like my grandfather and my father, they're huge Christians, right? But they're very nice people. So I'm not saying like all Christians are like this, right? Like they're very loving people, right? But like this dude is like, that's what I
like when I think of Christianity, this is the dude I think. At least my like ideal of
like the ideal,
like real Christianity.
The ideal, like not like the average.
Yeah,
I think the average. I think somebody that's condescending as fuck. But when I look at
ideal, but this guy, like I think he represents like
the ideal.
What? Yeah, like it's like even though he doesn't agree with other people what they believe in. Like, he's very respectful, very humble.
Yeah, and I really like this because I feel like there needs to be more representation. Not some Christian girl on the street praising Trump like another fucking
yeah,
god,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
Because now Christianity has been fused with Trump supporters in recent years, right? And it's kind of ironic because Trump is that's why I said it's contradictory. It's a fucking contradiction.
Yeah. At least me as a Muslim, like when I think of Christianity, I think of like just like a very loving religion where you're so accepting and forgiving because that's what Jesus taught people, right? Yeah. But nowadays you just have these sickos that are like, but it's always been like that. People fuck religion all the time.
But no, it's just like I know because I know they probably don't, but it made me sick when you had a Christian person going on the street in the middle of the street crying and praying to Trump like he was a god. I'm like, this is what Christianity is. Like, I'm like, and a lot of people see it like that, dog. And that's I'm like, shit, I'm starting to believe it too, because it's like, I'm not saying that's what the Bible says, but I'm just saying it's like, I don't want to be associated with these people. Like, it's like, what made these people think like this? And it's like, there's an obvious answer. It's the lack of education. But you can't assume that because you don't know their situation. That's my theory. It's a lack of education. It's honestly a lack of education and self-awareness. But you don't know for sure. You never know for sure. What if they are perfectly educated? What if they perfectly know better? This is just the truth for me. It's like
that's terrifying. That's so terrifying to think about.
Yeah, it is.
In Islam, in the Quran, we have this one chapter. What it talks
and you
about
hear like
is
people that have religious families. A lot of people that say they have religious families usually come up from. They usually say they're very strict, very evil. Like, oh, my mama beat me when I diss Jesus or something like that. When it's like, you shouldn't be like that. Like, I remember when I said, oh, Lord Jesus, my mom's friend. She was very literal, but she's like, boy, I'll pop you in your mouth if you say that one more time. Like,
yeah, and it's like, what part in our religion does it say you should, like, just immediately demonize and, like, punish a child for saying some offhand comment when they don't know better?
I'm not saying she's not a nice lady. She is a nice.
No, exactly.
Person,
but I'm like, it's
like,
just
that's not
to snap
that's
back.
not Christian. Like, oh, I'm gonna pop you in your mouth for saying that. Like that's bro. Like, does that make
that ain't Christian?
Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm like, damn, nigga, that shit. I know other families, like, if she's saying that to me, what she say to her kids, right? But like I said, it's like I still respect it though.
The respecting of other people's religions. Like, your religion is for you, and my religion is for me, and like my religion is mine, and your religion is yours, and like that's okay.
That ain't Christ-like.
We're separate from each other.
That ain't
We're still preaching that respect for one another.
Kanye just ages so well with almost shit he says, bro. Like, you can have a Kanye quote for almost anything that happens in this fucking world, bro.
I was arguing with my dad. You know, he said to me, "I said that ain't Christ-like."
Like,
this was a good episode, though, in my opinion. I actually really liked this. Like,
yeah,
this was
not bad at all. Nice discussion.
This was a great. Like, I like everybody. Like, even the dude I was making fun of. Like, I liked all of them. They were really cool.
Yeah, like nice, chill people.
Like, it's a.
All right, if I'm getting any hate comments, put this at the beginning. So I just so disclaimer, bro. If you highlight this, I liked everybody in this discussion.
Of all religions to say,
no matter how much I insulted them,
I respect your religion, I respect your religion, I respect your religion, but you're all saying, oh, I respect your right to have that religion, but then internally you're saying Allah is the only God, Jesus is not God. Vishnu,
I believe Jesus isn't God.
These are gods, these are deities. Jesus Christ is the only way, he is the answer, he is the only one. I'm right, you're all wrong, but I'm going to be nice about it.
He's right.
I think that there's a difference between
he's right.
Believing that somebody else's religion is wrong and respecting it. I feel like you can have respect and still disagree. And that's
I think
where
we all have respect for each other because we don't know. We don't know for sure. Like, if we knew it was obvious, something that was obvious, that's when we would be like, what are you, stupid? Like, the respect only comes from us not knowing and having our own beliefs. That's where it comes from.
Which is why, like, I find it hard to hate Mormons. Like, people hate on Mormons, like, oh, you know, they're so annoying, they go door to door, right? But if you truly believe that you could save people by going door to door and telling them about your religion, wouldn't you? Like, if you were 100% certain. I mean, hey, man, low key, I feel like if I had absolute certainty.
Malcolm X was doing that shit, bro, in the movie, bro. You saw that shit? Like, he was going to the churches and shit. But no, I get it. But I remember my mom said, "Get down and hide, bro." When the Mormons came through my door, bro, that was like, yeah, they waited.
No, I open them sometimes, like, cause sometimes it's good discussion. Other times they're just.
Nah, bro, like, they was waiting there for 40 minutes though.
Damn. See, dedication. That's what I'm saying. They honestly believe if they waited and you open that door, they can convert you and bring you to heaven.
It's fucking wild.
Insane.
I mean, Prince was a Mormon, but hey, I wonder what proof they got though. Like, I wonder what, because proof in religion, in my opinion, is what you interpret it as, right? And we all have different interpretations. We're never gonna know till we die, or
or something happens to prove otherwise.
Like, you know, like the coup d'etat, whatever.
I disagree with all of you guys.
The God all out attack, bro. The mega evolution of humanity, yo. The Z movement. Please stop.
On your religious beliefs. But of course, everybody disagrees on their religious beliefs.
Like, I think we all disagree with each other to a certain extent.
But we can all live in harmony and we can
and respect the other person's views.
The core of my religion is love.
Yeah, kind of, mostly. I mean,
bro.
I don't know why the Muslims like it though.
Yo, she just likes fucking shit up, bro. I can tell. Like, look how rebellious she is. Like, she's switching up every kid.
Is Islam all about love?
Oh, we're about to see him spit.
I don't really follow a
I'm
specific
trying to like think.
organized
I'm like, there's
religion,
definitely love in
but I do
Islam,
believe
but
that
it's not like Christianity where it's like, you know, Jesus loves you and all that stuff. Like, no, Allah does love you though. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it. I'm indecisive about it.
Oh, yo, I can't believe off topic. I did not know that was Tifu's ex girl, bro. That follows you. I was like, oh, why is that girl so famous for no reason? It's Tifu's ex girlfriend. I forget her name, like Aliyah, whatever, man. Like, I forget what Pouty girl. Oh, that's not her. Oh, never mind. That's not
whatever.
Oh, Pouty girl is her, right? Oh, who's Aliyah then? Aliyah is just a girl. Oh, just some girl from Australia then. Okay. I get so confused. They all look the same if I'm being honest, but
my belief system is full of love for everybody and respect.
First tenet in the Temple of Satan is to have compassion and empathy for all living creatures within.
One strive to act with compassion and empathy.
Within reason.
So are Satanists then okay? If they say all creatures, so are they vegans also? Because it would be.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. But I guess within reason is like, you know, not everyone can be vegan, right?
Yeah, but like at the same time, it's like you have to be a vegan though, in a sense.
If anything, at least in Islam, right? A lot of Islam is also like, you know, do what you can within reason. Because like let's say the example I always use is like in Islam, interest is haram. You know, it's a sin to collect interest. It's a sin to like mainly collecting it. The paying is more iffy, but like collecting interest is a sin.
Okay.
But here in North America, like when you want to buy a house, right, you gotta pay a mortgage, right? Yeah. And mortgages deal heavily with interest. So a lot of people, or at least a lot of Muslims, they believe, you know, owning a house is haram because, you know, you gotta pay interest on it, right?
Yeah.
Which it's ridiculous because, you know, like sure you can rent for your whole life, but like in a lot of ways it's more like financially smart, or just like family-wise, it's smart to own a house. Mm-hmm. So does that mean you shouldn't own a house because it involves interest? No, because Allah understands that, you know, there are some things we can't control. You know, especially when let's say you emigrated from a country to North America, it's not like you can change the laws of North America, right? Mm-hmm. So you should do your best within reason. You know, you can own a home, you know, and even if you have to pay interest, even if you have to deal with interest, right? Because God understands, you know, like you're doing your best, you're doing what you can.
Yeah, I get you.
Self too, I think that's important.
For me, Islam is always, again, as far as self-love goes, was always like preach self-respect for yourself, respect your body, respect your belongings, respect your public space, respect the earth.
That nigga's face is always so funny, bro. Like, it's just how he's built.
And love all, and it's just been a guiding force for love in my life.
I wish the Hindu girl talked more because I do not know that.
Yeah, I wanted to hear more from her because I don't know much about Hinduism.
Did you learn anything about the other side or about a specific person in this group that you didn't expect?
Damn.
For me, honestly, it was more of that I didn't know what to expect, only because I know a bit more about Christianity, I know a bit more about Hinduism. Just you don't learn about Satanism in school very much.
Well, to be fair, not to interrupt, we three identify as Satanists, but we three also believe completely.
We're very different.
We're
Of
very
course.
different.
Absolutely. Of course. And that's, I think that's why for me, I didn't really come in with many expectations. I was just willing and eager to hear what you had to say, hear your point of view. Our reason for doing what we do is a bit different, but I think we all want to be good people and live good, happy lives and preach love in some way or another. I don't mean preach in a religious sense. I just mean like be loving people. I think we all want.
I like everybody in this one. I like everybody.
Yeah,
they're all newer religion.
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong. I was dogging some of them, right?
Yeah.
But it's like,
yeah, we're definitely making fun of people.
Very new.
They're always gonna be like, yo, Afro, why you make fun of everybody?
I mean, obviously, there's been occultism throughout the world for
belief in existence is a secret and mystery of supernatural
agents, but we have the benefit of coming in with these progressive ideologies and being able to form a new idea of what is acceptable.
In light of the coronavirus, we aren't doing handshakes or hugs or anything like that, but in your own way, express.
Yeah, my old problem with this video, it's not that it was bad. There was an open discussion, right? But they only went in depth on Christianity and Satanism. Like, what was the point of bringing the Muslim and the Hindu girl there? Like,
I kind of get it. Like, at least the way I see it,
brought it in there, but like they didn't add anything to the discussion.
The way I see it, like most people who would be watching this video, it's most likely they are Christians. So
yeah. So
the only reason to have the Muslim and the Hindu person was just, representation, just get like, a few different perspectives. But for the most part, at least how I see it, this was Satanism versus Christianity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wouldn't say versus, but I feel like it's an open discussion. So, like,
the Muslim person was ignorant. I don't want to say ignorant, but he wasn't like super knowledgeable. Like, I agree with you there, but he wasn't very knowledgeable.
Who?
The Muslim guy. And that's not to say like I'm some like, all-knowing being in Islam.
So you saying so Christians? So okay, no, I get what you say, because the Hindu, Christian, and Muslim came in to understand by Satanism, and Satanists basically came in to explain themselves. That's basically kind of like the purpose. They didn't really come in to explain themselves. And it's like more people. What's good, Kata? How's it going? And more people expected something else from that. I like this video though. This was overall a good video. Personally, for me, like, out of experience at this list, I learned less about Satanism and more about Hinduism. And I'm not really Muslim too much, because like I talk to you, all right, man. But it's like,
it's like I know a Muslim. It's fine.
I mean, we have open discussions about religions every day, so it's like. And same thing with Ibby. I've opened like every time I join an ABC with Ibby, we always have one 30-minute discussion about Islam, bro. So it's like, it's not the fact that I know Muslim, it's the fact that I talk to you about this shit. You know what I mean? Because like I could talk to a Muslim about this shit and they might not be open to talk to me about it. You know what I mean? It's like it's different, or open to different point of views. You know?
Yeah.
Oh yes, that one's a good one.
Not saying they like them. I'm saying
Hail Satan.
Same thing with Christians. Why does that nigga look so fucking angry, bro? You see that shit? Like,
he's like, dang, I couldn't convert any of them. I couldn't bring them over to the right side.
I feel like I know this nigga, cause I remember there was this dude in Christian, like when I was a Christian, like
he looks like the doctor in House. That's what he looks like.
No, he looks like this. Let me show you. All right.
House Envy. That's what you're mind.
Narcos Mexico season 2.
Main character?
Give me a second. Yeah, give me a second. I cannot find him. Damn it. He doesn't. How he looks like this nigga right here. He looks like this nigga. But like, he looked like, if you look in the show, he looks way more, this guy right here. If you can see on the stream.
I can see that.
No, but he reminds me of somebody I met in real life at church. And I remember this dude has some beady ass eyes. I was terrified of him because he always had the weirdest facial expressions. But when you talk to him, he was a nice, calming presence.